Hello friends, this is Jason A. Coombs and this is Where the Light Lands. Today I'm sitting down with Giacomo Stucci-Prinetti, one of the producers behind Jail Time Records, one of the most extraordinary films at the 2026 Tribeca Film Festival. This film tells the story of the first prison recording studio on the African continent, tucked inside the New Bell prison in Cameroon, and the three incarcerated artists pouring their truth into the music they make there. It's raw, intimate, and deeply moving, and they took home three awards at Tribeca, including Best Documentary Feature. I'm honored to have this conversation with Giacomo, and I think it's going to stay with you long after you listen. Check it out. Okay, so we are here at the 25th Annual Tribeca Film Festival. Can you please introduce yourself, your film, and the role on your film?
Yeah, I'm Giacomo, and I'm one of the producers on Jail Time Records. So this is a film about the first ever music recording studio built in a prison in Africa.
Oh wow!
This is in Cameroon, the city of Douala, New Bell Prison.
Wow.
It takes us. So the film is basically we call it it's like a kind of hybrid. It's sort of like experimental in form.
Okay.
Because we call it like a musical documentary. It has like an old sort of level of music in it, but it's not. It's a documentary, but it's not like a sort of documentary about the recording studio. It wants to take you inside the prison. So the creator of this are Dione Roach and Steve Happy. Dione Roach is Italian-Australian, and she went to Cameroon in 2018 working for an NGO. That's how she first stepped into the prison, and there she met Steve Happy, who's the sort of co-director of the film, and a music producer who was incarcerated at the time. The two of them joined forces to set up the studio, the recording studio inside the prison, and they've been making music since 2018.
Wow, so the recording studio is in the prison, so the prisoners are making the music.
The prisoners are the artists.
Wow. So why is this film, which sounds incredible, I haven't seen it yet, I can't wait to.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
It's
on Thursday. So the last screening is on Thursday at 6:15 at AMC 19. I don't know how you do it, but it's basically the cross between 19th and 6th. If that makes sense. Manhattan.
No, you're perfect. But why do you think this film is so relevant to this time, during this time of 2026, when there's just so much political and government unrest around the world, Why is it so important now?
This is about, I think it's just ultimately about sort of like dreams of freedom.
Yeah.
And it's like, for the incarcerated artists and all the incarcerated people in Cameroon all around the world, I guess it's like, when am I going to be free of the prison? But it's also just like on a sort of broader level, is like whatever is your mental prison, you could say, and just aspiring to whatever is your dream. For the artist, is like making music and following their sort of artistic pursuits. And but I guess it kind of like applies to all of us wanting to kind of achieve whatever we want to achieve in life, whether it's like of course an artistic endeavor or something else.
Right.
But now, just in terms of 2026, I need to just like read the news again to remind myself exactly where we're at with everything. But I think we're very excited to be in New York and America in general because of the prison sort of the prison debate.
Our prison system is crazy.
Prison system is crazy, and you have the most incarcerated people than anywhere in the world. And so there's a big Black African community as well, and so sort of like it's just art, and it's just urban, it's like a sort of like exciting place of like art and street art and sort of underground music and all of that. So all of these elements coming together and make it like a very exciting place to sort of start screening the film.
And what do you hope audiences take away after seeing your film this week?
I think it's like, I was just talking to my brother this morning in terms of whatever, just like freeing yourself up from whatever sort of mental prison you feel like you're in. If you feel like you're in a sort of like tough time of your life and sort of you don't quite feel like things are just necessarily rolling your way. I mean, you just look at like what can be done in some of the sort of toughest place on earth, and how people can kind of still find hope and for redemption and for ultimately freedom, and like maybe the sort of the uttermost freedom is creative expression in a sense, right? And so like if we can do it all like just across the board, from like the people that are in prison and the people that are outside of prison, just like free yourself in a way that you can be expressing yourself in the world. Yeah.
I love that. Last question before we go.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your Tribeca experience? Because I mean, this is an incredible film festival, one of the biggest in the world, and you're here. You have a film here in New York City.
Yeah.
How does that feel? What's been the biggest excitement about it, or the biggest joy you felt about it?
I mean, I definitely have a few highlights. I just arrived 3 days ago, and it's been pretty nuts. I love the city, and I guess like kind of vibing with it.
Yeah.
I'm learning in my life to just try and sort of follow whatever thing kind of erotizes me, in terms of like excites me and I find it interesting. That's not necessarily in a sexual way. It just means like, oh wow, that's like cool, let's go for it, right?
Yes.
So I've had like some sort of interesting experiences. One of them, I think I might end up in the cover of a magazine. I don't know exactly how I ended up there, but let's see, fingers crossed that happens.
Love that. Giacomo, it's wonderful to meet you.
Yeah.
Everyone check out Jail Time Records.
Yes, absolutely. Jail Time Records. We're on Instagram. There's a website, and you can buy the T-shirts as of now, I think. And this is for the movement, rehabilitation through the arts. Yes. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Clock it.
Clock it.
Yes. Thank you.
I love that.